So, I just got done with Attack on Titan Season 1. And you know what? It's mid. Attack on Titan is mid. Attack on Titan is mid. It's mid. So, Attack on Titan's about giants, but they're not actually giants, and the show's acting like it's some really deep thing when it's really not. I don't think I've heard that one before. The show revolves around Eren Yeager, who's this kid who obsesses over going outside the walls. But you can't go outside the walls because you just can't, okay? Those spooky titans, they're out to get you. Even though they haven't actually tried to get you in over 100 years. But then they just did because it's convenient for the plot. And then we go through his parents die and everything, and he gets the secret basement, the secret key to the secret basement. Whoa, spooky! Gotta wait till season 2 or 3 or 4. There's 4 seasons. So Eren's big whole dream is to go outside the wall, and to do that in this universe, you gotta be in the military. And the military in the Attack on Titan universe, think of it like Harry Potter houses, but kind of stupider. So you know how in Harry Potter you got the good guys, the bad guys, the gay guys, and then literally who? In AOT, we have the Scouts, which is the US Marines if they were good. The military police, which is like Air Force, the like Eglin Air Force Base, posting on Reddit all day. And then also literally who, again. So Eren wants to be in the Scouts, which everyone says, don't do that, you're gonna die, you get killed in the Scouts. So his parents say this, his only two friends, which is a woman and a gay nerd. And then the guy in the military says, don't be the Scouts. But he just completely convinces them by saying he wants to in like 2 minutes. And then his 2 friends drop everything and follow him wherever the hell he goes. So Gay Nerd's real name is Armin. And you know what? I like Armin. He's funny at the beginning when he's like trying to argue in real life by saying ad hominem. Oh, ad hominem, ad hominem. And then he gets beaten up. That's funny. And then he becomes like a genuine, decent, smart character. Then there's Mikasa, who's like just about the most boring major character in a show I've probably seen, because her whole thing is that, oh, she's really good at like the belt. In AOT there's like belts with like grappling hooks on them and they whiz around, and that's how they kill the giants, the titans. But like, she's allegedly really good at them because the show said she is. And then she's just lame and Eren's little bitch. That's about it. And she can't even hit that, because it's like, she's his stepsister. Because of like the episode where it's revealed that she was almost trafficked for being like the only Asian known of in existence, which is kind of like, oh, I want to be like edgy for 1 episode and then stop having a character ever? Really? So back to the main story. There's this whole like military training arc that's kind of rushed, to be honest. And then there's this sort of tension with Eren, and his belt was broken. That was resolved pretty quickly. And the only other part of the training arc we actually see is this part where they're doing like hand-to-hand combat stuff. And then this woman, she's like really edgy. She walks up to Eren and like beats his ass, and she's like, people are studying Titan killing just to sit around in the capital. How ironic. I wonder why she did that. She would never do anything important, would she? She would never come back later. So there is sort of like a very base level sort of classism. In AOT, it's very basic, and it's not very good. It's like the rich people just sit on their asses all day, and like the military police, they just don't do anything. And they look at the common people having movements, like the wall-worshipping, incredibly gay wall-worshipping movement, that they couldn't have thought of anything else. And it's like, that's Labad. That's so Labad, guys. We hate the wall worshippers because we just do, okay? We then skip ahead about 5 years with about 0 character development. There's this whole part about Eren and he's fighting the Titan, and then he sacrifices himself to save Armin from getting eaten, so he gets eaten. But then he's the protagonist. We can't lose the protagonist, can we? And then he comes back as a Titan somehow. This is the part where it stops being rushed. This is about the part. And then it goes to, like, normal pacing. So remember that, like, secret key thing I mentioned earlier with, like, the secret basement? So Eren's father, when he gives him the secret key to the secret basement, There's like a flashback scene. He gives him the secret vaccine. And it's totally to make him forget his memory and not anything else. That's not suspicious at all. So I gotta explain something else about the Titans. This seems like it would have stakes, but it really doesn't. Because Titans are pretty much just like made of steam. They regenerate with the sun. They're like made of steam. So Aaron's not actually hurt by this. He gets taken down and then he goes back to like, they dig him out of like the Titan spot. And he's just like a normal Aaron again. There's no stakes to this. So reasonably, the people are upset by this. They're like scared. The military's scared of this. And they're about to execute him. And then the big boss actually comes. And Armin's like, wait, don't kill him. He can move that conveniently placed boulder. Fix the hole. Yeah, that's what he'll do. And then they actually fall for it. They actually let him do it. This is what happens in AOT. The antagonists, regardless of whether they're the bad guys or not, they're just like, you can't do that. And then there's like a literal 1 minute, like arguing, not even arguing, they're just like, we have to do it, please, we have to do it. And then they're like, okay, you can do it. That's just what happens a lot of the time to like advance the plot. There's this whole part during like the boulder moving couple episodes, and then Aaron, when he retransforms, he's not completely in control. He's like a Titan. He's actually like, I'm actually killing stuff. I'm not in control. And then Armin has to like knock on the back of the neck. That is like the Titan spot. That's how you kill the Titan. You have to stab the back of the neck. And it's like he knocks knock on the Titan spot. He's like, hey Aaron, wake up in there. You have to save the world. You have to kill the Titans. You have to kill him. You have to get him. And then he's like, I have to kill him. I have to get him. It wakes him up. Power of friendship, man. Pretty good. But then the government's just like, again, they're like actually just scared of him. So he goes to like a court. There's this guy who's named Levi. And he's actually the head of the scouts, or like pretty high up in the scouts. I don't know if he's the head of the scouts just yet. I don't know. He just starts beating the shit out of Aaron in the middle of the courtroom. And that somehow convinces the judge that the scouts get him. It is just another time of them being like, you can't do it. And then he's like, please? Yeah, you can do it now. So this Levi Ackerman guy, if I had to describe him to you, I would pretty much go like, he's just an edgier Aaron. He's like a grumpy, edgy Aaron. And I mean they're like actually the same. They even kind of look the same sometimes too. Like, I'm about to pull up this like screenshot of the show. If you can tell me in the comments of this video who's Aaron and who's Levi, you get, what do you get? You get my parasocial love and attention. And a pat on the back. But it's not actually a pat, it's my parasocial pat. Good for you. So since the scouts have control of Aaron, Levi's taken him to the secret scout castle in the woods. And there's this schizo lady, and she does experiments on Titans. They actually captured Titans to do, like, poke and prod at them, see how they work. But oh no, someone kills him. Wonder who that could be. I don't know. Who could that be? I have no idea. And now Levi wants to take Aaron out on this trip, out with this big expedition. And they're going to, I think, the secret basement. Levi does this thing where he gives everyone a slightly different version of the formation because he's scared now. He's scared that people are going to mutiny because they're scared of Aaron's power, which I guess is kind of smart, but Armin's the only one who actually figures this out. Armin's actually, this is one of the parts where I was like, hey, Armin's a pretty good character. The crew's actually doing pretty good, all things considered. But then, out of nowhere, there's this Titan who's like, really smart. She knows some pretty good moves. It's like a girl-looking Titan. And she's like, she actually seems like she's smart and actually targeting people strategically. I wonder if that's someone? I wonder if that's anyone we know? And there's actually this, like, pretty neat, like, sequence Levi sets up where they go into the big forest and they have these ballista traps set up to, like, harpoon the Titan and, like, trap it so they can get at it. So there is, like, tension in this part where it's like they are gonna get killed. it's coming up close. It's actually close that they're actually gonna pull off this plan or not. And Aaron's like, oh crap, I'm gonna maybe make a big move. Should I make a big move? I don't know, I'm kinda nervous. And then Armin has this super heckin' insightful line. Oh my walls, this is gonna be such a deep quote. What's his quote? Those who can't abandon anything can't change anything. But what's he even abandoning? His morals? He's not abandoning his morals. He's getting killed, so he has to kill them. It's kill or be killed in this situation. Maybe, I guess, he's losing his humanity, kinda, but he already kinda didn't have his humanity either, because he had these powers, like, he had these latent powers in him. It's not like he developed them or anything. It's either he still is human, he never lost anything, or he never was human, so he never lost anything. He did never abandon. Sorry, I should have said abandoned. Sorry. He never abandoned his humanity, or he never just had it. So Lady Titan, we definitely don't know who she is, but Lady Titan, she's actually pretty good at her powers. She hardens her fingers and then puts them behind her neck, so she can't get stabbed. And then when they cut off her hands, she actually just hardens her neck, so she doesn't get stabbed, like the back of her neck. I don't know, man. Maybe Aaron should have, Aaron allegedly becomes Jewish coded later. Maybe he should have become Jewish coded faster. He could have done like kosher slaughter from the front, and like it's like a difference of stabbing from the back versus like sawing from the front. You gotta saw from the front. Nah, I'm just making a funny joke, not funny. So they actually did lose pretty hard a bunch of members. They don't actually kill Lady Titan at this point in the story. There is like a scene during this part, and I think maybe one more before, in the middle of this season, and they're like, Eric Buttface. He was known for zipping around, and he died. They just like to name a bunch of names, and then I don't care about the names because they don't matter to the plot. And then the show like mourns Eric Buttface's loss. They're like, oh no, Eric Buttface died. We have to go recover his body. He was so important. He was so important to the plot. No. And Levi's like, I got his patch. That's all we could recover. No, not Eric Buttface, no. If we were meant to care about Eric Buttface, I don't know his actual name. I wasn't writing it down because I didn't think it mattered. Because if you want us to care about someone's death, let us know what he was actually known for. Like, give him a character so we have stakes for when he dies. Okay. So we're at the end of the arc now. And the characters actually do know who Lady Titan is. Take your last guesses, guys. You're never gonna get this one. Ready? Okay, it's the lady from the hand-to-hand combat arc who was saying edgy things. Her name's Anna, actually. They're trying to lure her into like this trap in the secret tunnels under the city. I forget what the city's called, but like they're trying to get her in there, and she's like, nah, I don't like tunnels. Can't go in the tunnels. And they're like, you're the Titan. I'm the Titan, no! You found me out! Actually, this fight scene is actually a repeat of a lot of the things from before, where like Aaron tries to go Titan mode. Actually, I didn't mention this, but when he's back in the castle, he like fails to go into Titan mode, and it's revealed that he has to have a strong goal. He has to have determination, like Undertale, like determination. If you've played Undertale, it pretty much works exactly the same as determination. And you also you don't wake up when you're in it. So Aaron's like trashing everyone and killing everyone again. And Armin has to wake him up again. They do the harpoon thing again, try to trap her. Guess what happens? She breaks out again, she gets away again. But they do actually kill her this time. I don't know, she's kind of just frozen. She's pretty much dead. So yeah, that's season 1. It was like mid. It was like okay. They still have like the basement secret key, get out of jail free card for whenever they want to use that. I do have a theory that I want to leave off on. So if there's people like Anna who can do the Titan transformation, she actually seems like they're better than Aaron and like have done this for longer. Why don't people know about it? Is this just like a secret government thing? Maybe they're using it for like population control. Because the elite people, like the military police and up, They could be using it as population control, and they were just, there's no Titans attacking because they actually solved the Titan problem, and now they use it as a tool, now that they've solved the Titan problem. And you know why they attacked Eren's village first? It's because they knew about his dad ahead of time. He knew too much. I don't know if they actually got him. He might have actually escaped. He might have actually been heading out. It's kind of vague whether he actually survived the attack at the beginning. But hey, this is all just a theory, a mid-theory. Oh, and feel free to be as mean or as spoilery as you want in the comments, because I won't be reading them until part 4 is done. Thanks a lot. Give me a subscriber. Give me a like, give me a comment. Give me.